Testing, testing, 1, 2. Testing, testing, 1, 2. Is my audio? Yeah, my audio is good. What's going on, guys? Happy Moon Day. Trust me, I had no plans on going live today. None whatsoever. Like, I was set to go live. I was fine with going live on Wednesday, this coming Wednesday, after, the solar new moon eclipse, because the energy is going to be too volatile tomorrow. So tomorrow I'm taking off of work, and I'm extremely grateful that the kids are going to be home, because the first thing that Spirit told me to tell the people about that volatility and to be aware of your environment. And Spirit says, listen out for sirens. I don't know if you hear in the background, as soon as I got on, all of the sirens, those sirens have been going off, these cops and stuff, cops, ambulances have been, I would say, like a good 2-3 minutes. Something big is happening nearby. I'm not sure what it is. Do you hear the sirens? It's been wild. This is the quietest it's been, I would say, in the past 3-4 minutes, until I decided to last minute jump on. You still hear them? What's up, Silver Days? How are you, my friends? Happy Valentine's Day. Thank you for the Valentine's Day greeting. Listen, when I was making that video, I had thought of you, because I remember you had said on G's show, shout out to G. G is going to go live like at 3 o'clock, I think 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And you had said, yeah, I wrote down those dates of Fortuna, which we are in the second date of Fortuna being in Taurus, which I'm going to show. I'm trying to come ready, okay, to the show. So hopefully the sirens in the background, they'll kind of calm down. But Spirit says, listen out for sirens. Nope, they're still going. Something real, guys, I'm telling you, something really, really big is happening in my area. And Spirit says, listen out for the sirens. Tell people to be careful for tomorrow, because the energy will be very volatile. We are just a couple of hours away before the new moon. Okay. So energies are going to start building up. It'll be very volatile. But if you are aware, what happened, guys? Tell me.
The shooting at the ice skate rink, and mad people got shot.
In the ice skating ring,
yes,
a shootout?
Yes,
right here?
Yes.
Most people just got shot.
Mad people got shot.
No, stop. There's a shooter?
The one that's right here.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
I just found it online.
Like, article online
1 minute ago.
They just posted.
Okay, so my boys just told me that there's we have an ice skating rink right like a block away from us. Literally a block away from us. And they said that there's a live shooter going on. Oh my gosh. This is why I said, guys, check the news. Like, as soon as before I get on, I said, guys, check the news. This is too crazy right now. So, oh my goodness. Oh, and there's always like little kids there. And the kids are off of school, which I had opened up the show saying that I'm extremely grateful that the kids are off of school and I leave them home. We're not going to do any extra activities, nothing, like nothing. And now they just told me that there's a live shooter. Oh my goodness. Oh, I pray that, this is guys, listen. It's the reason why I came on. I'm telling you, I had no plans, zero plans on going live. And Spirit goes, go, go. And I'm like battling to get on. And Spirit's like, get on, because it's, even if it's to create awareness of where we are, where you are in the present moment, right? it'll alert you to certain things. It'll have you listen to your nervous system, listen to your intuition, listen to your heart, listen to your mind, right? And this is the energy that we're in during this time. This is why, yes, prayers to all of them, because there's always kids in that skating rink. You know, they go and hockey is really, really big here in the Northeast. And there's always children there. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I can't believe it. And I opened the show saying, listen, I had no Spirit was the first thing that Spirit told me, is that listen out for the sirens, listen out for the sirens, let people know to be careful of their surroundings, because the energy is going to be very volatile. And the reason why I came on here is to bring you that awareness of where we are in this present moment, so you could carry yourself accordingly. And you don't have to listen to me, right? I'm just doing what I'm told. I'm just doing what I'm told. So I am sending out, oh my goodness, strong prayers. I pray that nobody fatally got hurt. And oh my goodness, and they just, you still here, oh my gosh, and that they're able to, oh my gosh. And then not too long ago was the shooting over there in Brown University, which I think I told you guys. I was there early morning when the shooting happened in the afternoon. Spirit says, listen, stay home. Because I usually work in the afternoon and I'm in that area and I'm always hustling and bustling. I said, nah, stay home. Stay home, just chill out. You don't have to work. And that's like the same energy that I got now. You know what I'm saying? And that's exactly how I opened up the show. But okay, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be really hard to continue this message, but I have to push through. I have to push through. Hold on, I'm listening to. Hold on. Hey, what's up, GG? It's bugged out. I just shouted you out. I had no intentions on going on live, and I was like, go on, and there's like all this craziness going on, and Spirit was like, listen for the sirens. The energy is gonna be volatile, and I just hear that there's a shooting in the ice rink right a block over from me. So, I let me push through. Let me just. I'm not gonna even be on here just a few minutes. I planned only to stay until like maybe 3:00, and I'm already 8 minutes in. And oh my goodness, guys, just please send out prayers. Send out prayers. Send out prayers. All right. So let me show you here really quick. Let me just show you on what I wanted to touch on. Look at this. All right. I was showing the I was showing you the lunar the solar lunar eclipse for tomorrow. Sorry, the solar new moon eclipse. I was just showing it, but let me just show you this. And this is what stuck out to me. Like I tell you guys, I'm not an astrologer, but I study astrology and I'm learning. Okay. And this really stuck out to me here. Let me show you, because it's going to be a little slow. Okay. So boom, you see this here? So here you have, this is why Spirit is like, listen, tell people that the energy is going to be extremely volatile. One, because you see this red line right here. Let me just stop this other page from like downloading or whatever. Let me stop that just so then things could run a little smoother. So this, I want to make sure it's showing on the, okay, here we go. Perfect. Boom. So you see this red line right here? This is called an opposition. Let me see if I can get a little closer. Okay. And I will have to do this. Boom. Okay, I will have to do, there you go. Beautiful, thank you. So you see this opposition, this line here is called an opposition. It's an, and when you see the red line, there's negative energy attached to it. So when planets are in opposition, certain things happen, right? You could check out the Schumann resonance. Sometimes you'll see it on the Schumann resonance, and you'll see it on the earth. You'll see it in people's energy. Okay. And right here, the opposition is solar. So the sun is in opposition here with, you see how the sun is 27 degrees right now in Aquarius. Okay. So you have here, it is in opposition with Taurus, 27 degrees. So they're exactly in the same degrees, obviously in different signs, but they're in the same, but they're opposite. So you will see negative energies arise, whether on the earth. Remember, Taurus is what? Taurus is earth. Taurus is also reflective of the environment. It is reflective of commodities. It's anything that represents stability and security, things like that. So that's completely volatile, and it's exposed during an opposition, especially with the sun. Oh my gosh, let me catch your breath. Hold on. So Spirit was like, yeah, let the people know. So whenever you see an opposition like this, to me, I see like just being very aware of the energy, being very aware in the decisions that you make, especially with anything that has to do with, and my thing is about to die, but not really, because I'll plug it in real quick. Hold on. Give me a second, guys. So anything that has to do with some sort of investments, remember that Taurus is also pentacles. It's also health. It is also why during a full moon or a new moon, you don't do any type of operations. But like I said, I'm not a doctor. You could do whatever you want, but yeah, energy is very volatile. So it says, so one of my something that I was going to advise today is don't make any major decisions during this solar eclipse new moon, okay, until after, because remember, we are still waning. What's waning? Okay, so let me just, because it's okay if you don't know, and there goes the helicopters. I don't know if you guys hear the helicopters. Yeah, this is, wow. Okay, so the moon right now, we're on the 16th, but you see how, like, it's the moon was waning in these prior days, right? So right now we're on the 16th. Yesterday was still waning, today it's still waning. So, but there is a middle point, right, where it's at 0%, 0% full. That is the apex. That is the pinnacle point of the new moon. That means it's completely black, dark. It presents a portal. Okay. And I'm going to show you here. Here on Tuesday, February 17th, the new moon occurs, which is, check this out. So the new moon occurs at 7:01 a.m. So Eastern Standard Time. So at 7:01 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, will be the darkest. So we are in that middle point at this time. Now, isn't that funny? 7:01 a.m. and it will be the 17th. So 1771. Okay. Now, I was like, okay, well, that's cute, right? So here will be, it says shows here that from the 16th, as soon as the sun sets, we'll be entering into the new moon phase, right? Now check this out. If you want to go, I want to make sure. Okay, so give me a second, guys. Okay, here we go. So if you guys ever want to, I don't know, find out when was the new moon of any freaking given year, I'm going to recommend this website. It's called Stella Fame. And you just enter the year here. I want to make sure that it's showing. Let me get rid of some of these windows. I'm done with this one. Guys, I'm like trembling inside right now. I'm literally trembling. I knew something was going to happen. This is wild. Okay. So Stella Fame. You come here if you want to find out the new moon or the full moon of any freaking given day. Like if you want to find out, hey, you know, what year, I don't know, and whatever BC. You can even go back BC and find out what dates. But anyway, look here. Tuesday, which by the way, Tuesday is Mars Day. So we're going to have a ring of fire on Mars. Mars is representative of fire. This is why I put the title on today's show called Ring of Fire, New Moon, and Fire Horse. These are three powerful energies in one day. And if you guys listen to my show last Wednesday, as I was writing and I was talking about Fortuna, which by the way, we are in the Fortuna, we're in for the energy of Fortuna, right? In Taurus, which that's another portal. The scanners is going off right now. Yeah, you see? You see, oh my gosh, Lord have mercy. Oh, Spirit have mercy. Anyway, so on my show on last Wednesday, as I was writing during, I'm giving my, this crazy, because everybody's talking about, the fire horse here and da. And I found something that I guarantee you, nobody was talking about. So I timestamp it so you could go back to my last live, and it's going to show you something very delicious, right? For those of you that want to use that energy, right? But anyway, so 3 stuck out. I was writing 3 days, something about 3 days, right? So check this out. So you have here Tuesday, February 17th, which that's tomorrow. So it says here, this is GMT. GMT is General Mountain Time. Is that right? GMT? Whatever. Okay, so the time is 6:59:09. So it's like, oh, that's interesting. Why? Because February 17th, 2026, if you add up all of those numbers, 217, 2026, it comes out to the number 11, or it is a 2-day, right? 11 reduces to 2, 11, 2. And if you add up all of these numbers at the time, at the very point of the new moon, which it is at its darkest, which presents a portal, right? If you add up all of these numbers, it also comes out to 11. So I was like, oh, that's real interesting. So they see that it's not a coincidence. Okay. So let me stop sharing this. And let's go back over here. Hey, what is up, Toby? Oh my goodness, Shinobi, thank you so much for coming through. Bless you, bless the family, bless your wifey. Thank you so much for coming through. Guys, I'm gonna let me get my camera on. Give me 1 second. And I'm at the point that I want to cry right now because I can't believe this is happening again here. It's very crazy because Rhode Island is a very quiet state. Believe me, it's a very quiet state. And it's wild how spirit, just right before the show. I didn't want to get on. I was just get on, tell people about the sirens, this, and I was saying it right before the show, before my kids busted in the room and told me, Ma, there's a possible shooter right by our ice rink, and oh my gosh, man. And it's the reason why Spirit says get on, and you have to tell people to be aware of the energy. Be aware of the energy. Let me hold on. Let me get myself into the studio so y'all can see me here. Give me a second, my loves. I'm not going to be on for too long either. I just want to get this message. I want to make sure I get this message out, and just, just be obedient to Spirit, obedient to the energy. Give me a second. I want to make sure I do that. Certain steps that I got to take before I get on here, guys. But I'm sending out so much prayers to anyone who might be affected by that, because it's some crazy times, man. It's some crazy times. It really is. Okay, let me mute that. Let me do this. Give me a second. I'm going to jump on. You'll see me in a minute. Hold on. None, then you want to know even a crazier thing? So as I'm setting up my camera and everything. One of my I knock over. I was being a little careless, but it happens for a reason. I was being a little careless, and I knocked over one of my crystals, my druzy crystals, and it broke. But that's a sign as well. That's when glass breaks in your home. Hey guys, I'm here. Hold on. I hope that's good. Let's go. Okay, I'm here. So, like I said, guys, thanks for tuning in. Oh my gosh, so much love to you, Esme. So much love to you. There's craziness going on like a block away from me right before I got on, and I'm really trying to push. I wasn't going to come on today's show, but Spirit was urging me, and here I am to give a message. It's just for people to be aware during this time. Be very, very aware. Be very present during this time, right? Because energies are going to be very, very volatile. Okay, as I was showing you on the astro chart. Where's my marker? Hold on. Okay, here we go. Just certain things that I wanted to point out, and that also my last show was pointing to, and something, and it was saying something about 3 days. So the next 3 days, which by the way, when I was talking about Fortuna in Taurus, those were 3 days, the 15th, the 16th, and the 17th, right? And 3 days from the 7th, after the 17th will be 17, 18, 19, 20. So 3 days before and 3 days after. Okay, so tomorrow we will be in the middle point. Okay, which is the darkest phase of the moon, right? So right now it's February 17th. This is for tomorrow. And I said that it is an 11-day, which reduces to the number 2. Okay. And we will be at the darkest phase, Eastern Standard Time, at 7:01 Eastern Standard Time. Now, the reason why I bring that out, come over here a little bit. Okay. The reason why I bring that out, because they say there's people out there, because I've heard it for myself from many, 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 many people. Oh, yeah, you're not supposed to like manifest or set intentions and so forth and so on, and which is true, but you need to know when to do it. This is why you have to be aware of the time that we're in. Right now, I showed you on the astro chart that the moon is still waning. So it's decreasing in light, right? Whenever the moon decreases in light, that is a time for letting go, right? That's the energy. Whatever you want to get rid of, or spirit, or the universe is going to find a way, right, to bring whatever you don't need in your life, whatever's not serving you, to bring it up to the surface so you can get rid of it. Okay, that's the energy. Especially if you're not do if someone is not doing the work, it's going to show up as chaos. And like, oh, why me? Why is this always happening? Why? Always looking outside. But people who are doing the work are looking within, okay, are looking on the inside and recognize the energy, okay? Because I honestly believe that we do not have to continue going through trauma in order to learn lessons and become wise, in order to be blessed or experience euphoria, okay, or to experience peace, or to experience, or to understand, or to give gratitude, or to have gratitude, to live in gratitude. I think we've gone through enough freaking trauma in our life, right, to be able to appreciate, true blessings when they show up. And if we're not acting right, then we trust when things start getting hectic, like, oh, wait a minute, you time to take tally of what's going on in my life, what am I doing, okay, this, I'm not doing this, or this is what's going on, or maybe spirit just wants me to stay still in the moment, something that I'm not listening, to, something that I'm not seeing, right? And this is the time that we are in. Now, this is a very powerful, like I said, this is a very powerful portal. And I believe that if you don't know the time that it is, you don't know what's going on, you're hearing this and you're hearing that, or whatever the case is, as my brother always said, may it rise in power, always look to nature. Regardless if you think we live in a matrix or this and that, whatever the case is, always look towards nature. We go outside, we ground ourselves, we put our feet on the ground. All of that, it's proven, right? That energy to give and receive and to clear our energy. We make contact with nature. We balance ourselves, right? So we look to nature. Now, this time that we're stepping into right now, which, oh, by the way, let me continue here. This is going to be on a Tuesday, which is Mars Day, which it also equals fire. So are you seeing, it's not, oh, because we could be going into a water horse. It's not a water horse year. It's not a wood horse year. It's a fire horse year, okay? During the year of the sun. So you see the connections? You see how powerful it is? Okay. So this is, fire is always, I act. That's what Mars represents. Mars is I act. This is why I say, and this, we have the next time that we will enter into a phase like this, especially in a fire horse year. Do you know when it is? It's in 2086. So that's a lifetime. That's 60 years from now. This is why I say, if we don't use this energy, we're going to lose it. And people that don't go into this energy with awareness of the time that they're in, of who they are and where they are, they're going to be kicking and screaming. It's repetitive cycles. It will be continuous repetitive cycles. So, and it's all a cycle. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it's like they say, right, life is like a spiral, right? So it is a cycle. It goes up, but the thing is that it has to keep going up, right? Like a spiral, like this going up. There's times that people just get stuck here in the same place, and they don't elevate. This is a time of elevation, right? So these three portals This is why I said 3 days. 3 days. Well, why is it so significant? And I said in the video, 3 days is so significant, right? Because why? 3, we have a ring of fire. We have a new moon, which is for manifesting, setting intentions. When? At the darkest point. Not when it's still waning, but at its darkest point, and then going into the waxing phase when the light begins to increase, right? And then we also have the fire horse year, new year. Let me put nuevo, new year. Okay. This energy, I didn't even look to see how many people will be celebrating the fire horse year. But there is a collective energy out there that is doing this and taking this power and riding it, okay, and using it for whatever they want to, whatever they intend to do, intend to do with the energy. So this is like on a mass collective. And then on top of that, it's happening during Aquarius season. Aquarius is innovation. Aquarius is about the collective. So on top of that, all of this is happening during Aquarius season, right? The golden age. Tell me this is not significant. Right? So what, give me 1 second. Let me look here at my notes. Yes. Okay. So we got fire horse year during the sun year. This is amplification. This is going to amplify the state of being that you are in, or the state of mind that you're in. Right? This is why the urgency to come on is to tell people, please be grounded, be focused, because there's going to be chaos surrounding possibly you and everything that's going on out there. Look at what's going on right outside my freaking window. I don't even want to imagine the chaos that's going on there right now. I can't even tell you how I'm shaking inside. Because this is just, it's wild what's going on. Now, going back to saying, oh, but Mooney, what should I do during this time? Like I said, always look to, you cannot find the answer in other people, or or you feel like you're being, your mind is clouded. You don't have the clarity. Always look to nature. Now I'm going to show you how this opportunity right here, which has not passed, which has not come yet, okay, how you could take this and turn your freaking life around. Because remember, I said that the fire horse year and this year, this is amplification. So this is like freaking rocket booster of whatever intention you put out there. Okay. So does anybody know when you plant seeds, like new seed, when you put a new seed in the ground? Does anybody have a green thumb out there? That's right. Energy never lies. Does anyone know, anybody who's watching, just throw it in the chat. Do you know when you put a seed in the ground? No? Nobody knows when you, that's okay. If you don't, I'll show you. You put a seed in the ground. Here, let me show you right here. Just so you know, I'm not bullshit. I'm not talking out of my butt. Let me share this. Because you go, years ago. Early spring. Oh, which very true. But which moon phase? Do you know which moon phase to put it in? Thank you. I should have been a little bit more specific. Do you know which moon phase to put a seed in the ground? Let me show you. Let me share the screen. Let me show you here, just so then I could, right? If not everyone has a green thumb, but you're right. Silver Days. Okay, which is the best moon phase to plant seeds? The waxing phase, which is coming up, which is a couple of hours when the moon sets for the 17th, going into here. Let me show you. Right here, let me share this one. Boom. So you can see, right? This is what I was reading before about February 17th. The new moon occurs at 7:01 a.m. That's the darkest point. And when the moon sets at 6:03, right down here, 6:03 p.m., which, by the way, this is astronomy.com, which their information is very reliable. I've been following them for years. Okay. We will begin the moon phase, waxing crescent phase, at 1%. So at that very time, let me tell you, look up Farmer's Almanac. The farmers have been doing it for centuries. And you know where I learned this? In Puerto Rico, when I had my own land, and I had my own grove. I had bananas, I had grapefruits, oranges, plantains, coconuts. And the first thing you learn is you never plant a seed during a waxing phase, because your plant, your grove or whatever will be very sickly. You put a seed in the ground during a waxing phase. And you could check that out anywhere. Okay, so what does nature tell us during this time? What to do, right? Because the question was, oh, Mooney, what should I do during this time? Okay, yeah, you're right, Scorpio King. Yes, thank you for coming. Avocados, yeah. Oh, yeah, we had avocados. We had guanabanas. How do you say guanabanas in English? I always forget. Breadfruit? No, it's not breadfruit. Guanabanas. Damn it, I forgot. We had guanabanas, chironjas. That's a mix between China and China. Do you hear me? I was gonna say China. Oh my gosh, oranges and grapefruit is chironja. But so yeah. So he said, Mooney, what should I do during this time? Let me stop sharing. Hold on. What you do, right? Because the question is, oh my gosh, people say don't set intentions, don't meditate, don't do this, don't do that. I do my own homework. Okay. And the more you know yourself, and the more that you give to yourself, the more that you are on a spiritual path to learn about yourself, to learn about your purpose, you will automatically align with your own energy, and you will know exactly what to do. Even when you're not even paying attention to none of this internet stuff, you don't have to look up anything. You always listen to your intuition, right? Always listen to your intuition. If you're called to do something, you do it. Right? So then, since I already know that the darkest, getting back to my point, since I already know that the darkest phase of the moon is 7:01 a.m. This is a.m., my bad. a.m. Eastern Standard Time, my time. You need to look it up for your time, right? Then I know that after 7:01, I start planting seeds. And those are my intentions. What I want to do, I want to do this. I want to move like this. Light my candles. I light my candles anytime. I don't care. But I mean, if you want to do it, light your candles, say meditation, ground, whatever. whatever it is, do all of it. Or you don't have to do any of it. If you don't want to, that's on you, right? One favorite thing that I like to do during new moon, and you don't have to, but it also mimics the planting of the seed, which this is how I found out that this is where this ritual tradition comes from, right? So you go, right? You always heard, get a piece of paper, write down your intentions, da 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 da, right? Your new moon intentions when you want to receive. Full moon is when you want to let go, right? So for the new moon, things that I want to receive, my intentions, and I'm grateful for this and I'm grateful for that. Like you already have it, da da da. You take the paper, you fold it towards you, right? You burn it and you take those ashes and you throw it in one of your garden or in your planting the seed. Do you see that? That's something that I like to do. But do you see how it mimics nature? And then for the full moon, right? Then you're supposed to just release those ashes in the air to go. Anyway, getting back to this. So here we go. This is why I said this amplification, huge core message. This is about moving forward honestly, boldly, independently, okay? But not recklessly either, because remember Saturn. Oh, and then talk about 3 days after. Look how powerful the next even week is, right? On the 20th, you have the conjunction of Neptune and Saturn in Aries, 0 degrees Aries. That is such a powerful. And we're gonna get to that one too. That is so powerful, and that's 3 days after the new moon, the solar eclipse new moon. So we are in a time like no other. Everything is changing. The world is changing. You want to jump into a different timeline? This is called. I call this a freaking ay Dios mío. Quantum leap. There you go. I know I get it. Quantum leap. Let me write that down. You are going to quantum leap using this energy. Your goals, everything is going to be ignited with rocket fuel, right? But always make sure it's not reckless. That you're using consciousness consciously. That's what all of this is about. Okay, when you use consciousness consciously, the game changes. I've been saying that, like, I don't know, I think for the past 2-3 weeks, the game changes for you. It's going to be very difficult for a lot of people to put away like the old version of themselves. Like that person has to die. That's the phase right now we are in right now. That person has to completely, metaphorically, let me get it out there, metaphorically, has to completely die. And you have to step into a new version of yourself, even if you don't know what that person feels, whatever that feels like, or whatever the case is. You just have to do it. And it's also a time to ignite courage. So you have the courage. The energy is going to give you that courage to move in that direction on whatever is on the other side for you, something that you've probably only dreamt of. The dream time is over. The dreaming time is over. It's shedding away with the year of the snake. Okay. And now you're being birthed. You're being reborn. Okay, into someone completely new. All right. So during this time, wow, I wasn't even planning on being, 44 minutes. Not too bad. Not too bad. Okay. Let's go twin flame journey. Boom. Let's go. Soursop. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, soursop. Silver Days goes, I love Puerto Rico. Been there many times. Yes, it is so beautiful. It's so beautiful. And it could be even better if the politicians ran it properly. You know what I'm saying? Here we go. Here's an update to the situation. Suspect is after multiple people were shot at the ice cream rink in Pawtucket, officials clearing several streets as investigation. Oh my gosh. Prayers. Oh my gosh. Prayers, prayers, prayers to everyone. Oh my goodness. Thank you for that update. Thank you for that update. Prayers to everyone involved. How, oh my goodness. I can't believe it. That's just so wild. That's just so wild that that's happening just right before getting on the show. Right before getting on the show. So, during this full moon, my recommendation, you see why protection is always so important. Protection is so important. During, and like I said, you don't have to do any of this. But for anyone who is looking, right, for clarity, right, or motivation, guide, this is why I'm doing it. All right. So here is during this new moon. You don't have to, but don't make any major decisions on the day of. I'm gonna say the day of. Don't make any major decisions. Don't make major decisions because the energy, when it's completely at zero, it's too volatile. Okay. Don't make any major decisions. Wait until the moon is waxing. Then it's like a release of energy. You'll get more direction afterwards. Okay. Definitely reflect and release during this time. Closing out old doors so the new ones could open up for you. Okay. And of course, stay grounded at the time of the new moon, and make conscious practices. Like I said, go out in nature, staying in the present, protect your energy, protection, whatever you use, candles, sigils, whatever it is, okay, if you want to. Um, Protect your energy, your mind, your body, okay? Cleanse your space. It could just be a matter of cleansing your space. Clean your house. You know what I'm saying? Clean out the corners. Um, you know, take a floral bath or something like that. You know, it could be something so simple, and it's different. Whatever you vibe with, whatever you vibe with. Okay, candles, like candles, meditation, prayers, incantations, whatever it is. Okay, if you're led to do it, if it calls on you, if it feels right within you, right? I'm not here to tell you what you should or no. No, it has to always align with you. Okay. Um, what else, spirit? Oh yeah, let me just write here. Protection. That's what we were just talking about. Protection. Okay. And yeah, like I said, I wasn't even gonna come on here, and I will go on Wednesday after we're like 1-2% into into the new moon energy. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm very, very, very excited. Um, it's definitely a time to be very vigilant. Huge transformations are taking place. Okay, you're gonna see other people acting They could be acting up. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's a matter of recognizing and understanding. So if someone, I don't know, maybe somebody is trying to rage bait you or something, whatever it is, you know, trying to get on your nerves. It's like, oh, wait a minute, I understand the energy. So you extend grace to yourself, you extend grace to other people, and you're not moved. You're not moved from your energy. And I'm just pulling cards, just asking spirit to give us guidance. Look at that. Already a major arcana coming out. 7. The chariot. I see a fire chariot in the Thoth deck. In the Thoth deck. In the Thoth deck, it's a he has a it's kind of like a medallion or something, and it's fire. It's actually fire. So wild. So this is lots of fast. This is very fast, forward moving action, progress, moving forward. Yeah, there you go. You see that? Protect your mind. Protect your mind. Don't worry. Don't fear. Okay. The fear of the unknown. That's what it is. Okay. Not knowing what things, if you're going to make a bold move and you don't see the bigger picture, this is the energy that it is going to push you towards that, right? To help you to make bold moves. As long as I'm going to say calculated moves. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you're led to do. But this is going to be over. Okay? All of this up in your head, all of this anxiety, whatever it is, whatever you're worried about, it's gone. Okay? See, this is you walking away. The 17th is a few hours from, yeah, there you go. You're probably, Esme, you're probably already in the new moon. You might already be in the new moon energy. You know what I'm saying? Because of the hour difference. So yeah, here we go. Aquarius season. Of course, Aquarius season. Walking away like you're done. This is you moving forward because you decided to just leave all your anxiety or your worries behind, getting out of your head. And look, of course, transitioning, decided to move forward, to move away, releasing, leaving, shipping. That's beautiful. That's exactly the energy right now, Where I'm at right now, this is exactly the energy, indicative of the energy that we're in right now. This is wild. This is so wild. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Anyway, my loves, like I said, I'm going to come on Wednesday and I'm going to do a reading for the collective. It'll be, I guess I'll title it, yes, Fire Horse Energy. Fire Horse Energy. And we'll do a collective. I'll do readings. Yeah, let's do readings for each of the signs. We'll do that. It'll be fun. Okay. But my loves, like I said, I only wanted to stay on here just a few minutes, but it's an hour. Major notes, sis. Oh yeah, listen. Let me tell you. This is some powerful energy. But if you know how to alchemize it, that's the word too. Alchemy. When you know, right? When you start learning about yourself and learning how powerful you are as a divine source energy, as a divine source being, you learn how to alchemize anything and everything that this 3D has to present to you. And look, this is so wild to me right now. How we are finally taking charge. This is courage. I said the energy is going to give you the courage that you need to release all fears and worries and doubts about whatever the future holds. You have to trust. And you're walking away. You're walking away from these fears and you are trusting and you're going on to calmer waters. Do you see that? This Aquarius is already indicative of change. Moving on, releasing. Yo, this is so wild. This is so wild. Like, and I'm grateful. I'm so grateful. All right, my loves. Please be aware of your surroundings, be aware of your energy, listen to your intuition. If Spirit says, listen, do this, don't do this, don't do it, you have to listen, please. All right, my loves. Anyway, we will talk soon. I pray that I'll be here Wednesday. There's not a reason why I shouldn't. I'm just saying, right? Maybe Spirit will say, hey, it's time to go. It's your time to go. Hey, when it's your time to go, you got to go, right? I'm just playing. Really, but not really. But you never know. I'm just saying. But I will be here Wednesday. Excuse the chewing of the ice. Um, I'm going to get a reading for the whole collective for all signs. Okay. Let's take this energy and let's use it. Okay. And also send out energies of love and protection. Okay. And courage to our loved ones, to our vibe tribe. Okay. Because the same way there's going to be people that are going to ride this energy like us, but there's also going to be the opposite of that. Okay. And when I say protect your mind, body, your soul, that's exactly what that means. Even from people. All right, my loves. Anyway, we will talk soon. Thank you so much. You're very welcome. Thank you so much for coming through. I'm glad I was able to come on. Esme, I'm glad I was able to come on early enough to so then you could check out the show, because I know the hour difference is huge. But I'm sending you so much love in the kids. And to everyone, Silver Days, thank you for coming through. Miss Coconut, I love that. Miss Coconut 11. Yo, we're just talking about 11s too. Seed of David, love it. Yes, Seed of David, Scorpio King. Let's go. G from GDLT. He should be live now. Check him out. Wonderful, wonderful individual. A divine masculine. I was gonna say divine feminine. Excuse me, but he could be balanced, so that's very nice. Okay, but an amazing divine masculine, and he's all into crypto, and he gives amazing, great advice. And yeah, definitely check him out. Shinobi, General Shinobi, thank you so much for coming through. Let me see if I hope I didn't miss anyone. No, we're good. Silver Days, love you. Thank you for the support, guys. Thank you so much. Take care. And we will talk soon. We will talk soon. Hopefully we'll see you Wednesday. Take good care of yourself and your loved ones. All right, guys. Bye.